So my philosophical question at hand is regarding physical identity. And so the question is, what makes me, the same person over time? The three theories that arise are the physical body continuity theory, where if the body is changed, as we went over in class with the parts of the car, then one is not truly the same. Also, there's same soul theory, which means that the soul surpasses the body and is able to live on forever. What I'm focusing on is the psychological continuity, which then goes into Locke's memory criterion. So, as we went over in class before, just to jog your memory, Locke's memory criterion calls for the person at any age can remember what they did at this age, then at that age they can remember what happened earlier, and so on and so forth down the line. But we come to a little bit of a problem when we see people with memory disorders such as Alzheimer's or anterograde amnesia, where a possible chunk of their memory is gone. So now, how do we know whether that person is the same or not? To me, I would agree with Locke's memory criterion and say that that person is no longer the same. But there are some people that say that when the disease has taken its path and its toll on the person, that they are still the same. For example, in my movie Alice, who's a 50-year-old woman suffering from early onset Alzheimer's, at the end of the movie, to me, she's completely a different person. But for example, her kids, she is the same person. They treat her the same. They try to still think of her as the same person. But I would say that Locke also, to add to Locke's theory, is that we need the definition of a true self. And my definition of a true self is the identity of a person is the same over time if the person can string together previous experience and relate them to new perceptions, which they can create decisions that cohere with their conceptual schemes, and then to them that is a rational decision. So now, even in the case of someone who has Alzheimer's, they can never become somebody new because they cannot make new memories. But for my case, and what I'm saying is, maybe at the age of 60, if they can remember all the way here, that they can also make rational decisions based on their old memories to go forward. Now, will they remember them? Possibly not. But they have the ability to make rational, true self decisions. Lastly, someone might argue that, well, how do we know someone's conceptual schemes? We don't know how they really were when they were normal, per se, and now after this, how do we tell? How can we know whether their conceptual schemes have stayed the same? So what I would say is we need somebody who knows that person for a long time. So a family member, someone who can put together what the person was previous to their disease and then compare it to what they are like after their disease. So for example, let's say my mother is the person with this early onset Alzheimer's, and at age 15, for as long as she can remember, she hated vanilla ice cream and loved chocolate ice cream. So even if she has Alzheimer's from 30 on, if she can tell me that she hates vanilla and loves chocolate at the end of the day, I mean at this age here, that shows that she can remember past when she stopped, when her ability to remember stopped, making her the same person. So she wouldn't be the same person if she were to say, oh, now I love chocolate. Which one did I say that she loves? Chocolate. So now she loves vanilla. That to me would indicate that this person is no longer the same person. So all I aim to do in the question of personal identity is clarify and add a little bit more to the memory criterion that is already stated out by John Locke.